Hi everyone, it's Lindsay from Rented Space and thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry, I will be using my glasses and I know that's really bad, but I can't see without them outside. Today I'm actually going to be harvesting my turmeric. I've got two big pots here that are doing pretty well and one here that, to be honest, I think it's just a bit too small and it's crowded, so I'm going to empty it out and then try and op pot it into a few bigger pots. And I will use these pots as well to op pot this into bigger pots. So let's see how much of a harvest I get for my turmeric. I don't think I'm going to get a lot from this one here, but this is the first time I've ever grown turmeric or ginger. Like, I've not done it before this year. So we'll see how it goes. I might just get a tub to put. Okay. It looks like there's a lot of ants in here, so the soil, yes, lots of ants, which is probably part of the reason why my turmeric hasn't been going so well. So let's see what we have. There's one right, here's a rhizome. Now, I definitely think the ants have had, I'm being attacked by ants. I think the ants have definitely had a good go at this. Look, I'm covered in them. Alright, I'm going to put these down because I'll replant those. And because there's all these ants in here, I'm going to pour all this into that tub and then I'm going to wash off my bucket. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, so I've had one pot that I've emptied and it was absolutely infested. It had ants right through the pot, which is probably why it hasn't gone so well. Okay, so now we'll try one of the other pots. I'm hoping this one's not the same, to be honest, but this one hasn't grown as very good either. But again, I think it's just that it's a bit too much. Like, not a big enough pot, but we'll see. It's also lost a lot of dirt. So, yep, another one covered in ants. Alright, I'm going to hose these down. I do not want them biting me this time. There's a lot of grubs in here too. I don't know if you can see, but there's lots and lots of these in there, which is never a good thing, but the birds will definitely like them. Okay, so it's not large amounts of on here, but I'll be able to replant them anyway. So, see, more of those bugs. Look at them, grubs everywhere. Bird's gonna have a field day. Tell you what, they're very angry I've upset their nest. They are biting the absolute bejesus out of me. Ow. Between the ants and the grubs, I'm not surprised I don't have much turmeric, to be honest. I can see where the grubs have been eating on it. Don't get me wrong, I understand why they're unhappy. I'm tearing apart their nest, but it's not meant to be their nest, it's meant to be my turmeric pot. Right. So out of all that, it's just ants. Off my turmeric. It's alright, I'll get them back potted off into some new soil, definitely. I'm going to take these gloves off because they're covered in ants as well. And I don't think they're helping me at all. So far we're 2 for 2. Neither of them are very good, are they? Hopefully this one does better. I mean, if there's not an ant's nest in this one, that'll definitely help a bit. And if there isn't lots of grubs in this one that have eaten all my turmeric, that'll also be better. Oh. So far so good. I'm not covered in ants or having them attack me as of yet. Okay. So far, that's looking a lot better than the last 2 pots. There is a few ants in here. Oh no, there's definitely ants in here too. Alright. Move you down a little bit. You're not going to get that, are you? Oh. Still been bitten. Okay, so I've had to move spots. I couldn't really get enough light. I don't know if it's still any better. So, there is some in here, but as you can see, it's still really small. So, what I'm going to do is I'll pot it. I don't want to upset it too much, but you can see there's there. But as I was actually going through the soil, I can see where the grubs have eaten some of the turmeric. So, I'm just trying to get some of the dirt to make sure there's no more grubs in there. because I want to make sure I'm getting those out of the soil. And then I'm going to pot them back up into pots and spread them out a bit more and ensure I've got good soil in there. Oh look, well there's a worm, there's a couple of worms, so that's always good. There's one small bit. I'll put that in my basket. There's another grub. I have some water hen watching me, so they'll come in a minute, and whenever they see me potting plants and they see me throwing the grubs, they always come back and have a good feed. One of the reasons I miss having chickens. I used to ensure they got them all. Well, there's a nice big piece. Okay, maybe it's not a total loss. But you can see there, that's actually been eaten on, which would be the grubs, I'm guessing. Yep, look, there's a couple around where I just pulled it from. So they've definitely been having a good feed. Right, time to be a bit more rapid. It's definitely very compact in here as well, which probably hasn't helped either. This was soil, I must admit, this was soil that I got from the garden where we dug places and stuff up. So it's probably not the best. And look, more ants. And more grubs. And the ants and the grubs, I really haven't had much luck, have I? It's a good thing it's, you know, turmeric really, because as they're pretty hardy. But it's actually, there you go, look, see, it's obviously been a little bit stuck in there. See there, same there, the roots are all, so I'd say it was just too squashed in there. The grubs have been eating at it. Ants, definitely too many plants in the one pot. There's another little piece. Probably not the best quality soil. Grubs. Look how hard that is. Shouldn't be like that. But that's why I'm doing this now. Oh, there's some. Move this out of the way. Bring another box lid over. This again is another one of the boxes from my husband's work that's had something in it, and so yeah, I can use it, two things. I can use it for the ground, but I can also use it, you know, for weeding, but I can also use it to hold my soil. Okay, so I actually got a lot more turmeric. I got a lot more turmeric than I expected. Some of it's really orange, like turmeric should be, but some of it's actually quite white. As you can see here. So if any of you know why it's white opposed to being so orange, can you let me know? Like, is it a lack of nutrients in the soil? This piece here, you can actually see, this one, you can see here where it's actually been chewed on a bit, and this one here. So that's obviously the grubs. The grubs have had a good chew at different parts of it, just like that. And you can see there they've eaten here as well, like it's but yeah, so I've actually got a lot bigger harvest than I was expecting when I got the first 2 pots out, and they were horrible. But that's pretty good. That's more than enough for me, and I'll be able to give some to one of my friends who lives locally. Now, I ended up with 7 plants that I've repotted, and I'm actually getting some more pots in a few weeks, or that, so hopefully I'll be able to repot that into bigger pots. So there's, you know, each pot only has 1 plant. But I also ended up with 7 extra plants. So I'm going to give one of my friends who I'm giving the turmeric to, I'll give her 3 or 4, or as many as she like, you know, the 3 or 4. And then whatever's left that she doesn't want, and some of this, and I've also got excess mandarins from my tree. I'm going to take to my local share cart and share with the community so that we all get some of this yummy goodness. Because like I said, I've still got 7 plants, so I'll put them back in and I'll grow more. But yeah, I mean, yes, I definitely want to have enough turmeric that I have my own for the year. But I actually, when I bought the turmeric to plant this, I actually bought excess because I was able to get lots of organic turmeric for cheap. So I bought a whole heap of it, and I actually dehydrated some. So I've got enough realistically to last me probably another 3-4 months, and then plus what I've harvested today, I'm more than happy to share some with others who at the moment are going through rough times and maybe can't afford it. So yeah, so I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone today for joining me. And oh my goodness, I'm filthy, look at that, I got dirt all over me. Thank you. It wasn't obviously a video that necessarily was 100% successful. Clearly the soil I had in one of my pots was not good enough. Ants have definitely taken hold in 2 of them, and the 3rd one there was some ants, and obviously lots of grubs, but that's gardening. So I'm definitely going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm not going to lie when I tell you I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. But if you have any answers or any suggestions to make my turmeric, or even for my ginger as well, because my ginger, like I said earlier, has not really been successful at all from the same time that I planted. But if you have any tips or tricks or any information that you can pass on, I would really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much everyone for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.